Hello everybody, my name is Ghost for Face. Welcome to the channel. Today we are gonna be going over some roads, just a couple road designs. These are not gonna be like streets, these are just gonna be things like walking paths and such as that. Just blending in some roads into these little areas you see behind me. We're gonna be building 3 different roads, different colors and different textures, different blocks. Everything is just gonna be, we're trying to be different with every single road and just all the different styles. So today is our 5th episode of our Just Build series, and I hope you enjoy the video. So without further ado, let's get straight into the building. Okay, so remember, one thing about this channel is that we're building things along together. So I really don't plan anything out. The most planning I've done is I decided how wide the streets are going to be and just the general idea of the blocks that I most likely am going to use. I may change these out mid-build, but we're just going to see. So with a build like this, with a street like this, the first thing how I usually build these streets is actually I just take one block from our decided palette, and I just start placing it around and around, and I'm only going to do about half of this on camera, and then I'll just finish it up, and then you'll be able to see the entire thing. So my general idea, the one thing that I just realized that I forgot to show you guys, I actually am going to be digging this into the ground, so we're going to start just by doing this. And we're just going to be I'm just placing these blocks at random just every now and then, trying to prevent patterns. And I know that my street's going to be 5 blocks wide, so I'll be doing some blending on the sides, and I'll show you guys how I do that later. So let's just stop right here, and let's just add one more right there. Then let's go on to our second block, which is going to be some Terra Cotta, and we're just going to be throwing this all over the place. Just placing a few blocks here and there, just making sure that we have enough but not too much. That's the goal. We want a balance between all of our blocks. Some blocks will probably be much more pronounced than others. Now we're going to just take this granite and just start placing this everywhere. And this is about the entire process. It's just taking one block at a time, just placing it everywhere, see if we like how it turns out. And then we're just gonna place it right here. And then we're gonna go on to this polished granite, and we're just gonna place this every now and then. And then you see that we're still going to have some empty spots back, so spots left, I mean. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go back through one more time and just see which blocks seem like they would fit in these particular areas. So right here, I'm just going to put that block, and right here we'll just put this. Right here, we'll put this. On this side, let's add some polished granite right there, and another brick. Then we're going to go over here and see. I'm just randomly choosing these blocks, just seeing what's not in the area. Like right here, I'm definitely not going to put granite because that's so many granite blocks. So I'm most likely going to be using a brick. Then we're going to come over here. Again, we've got 3 granite blocks, so it isn't going to be granite. It isn't going to be terracotta, so I'm going to use polished granite because we've only got one of those. Then right here, again, same process. Right here I could use pretty much any block because it looks like I've pretty got an even balance of both. So I am going to go with a brick. Then we're going to come right here, and again, let's just do this. And over here, one more time. And look how cute that road is. That road is actually pretty nice. I like this road. Okay, now the one thing that we want is I'm going to do some blending of the sides. So we're going to have some blocks that come out like to here, and other blocks they're going to be just like as if the road is just falling apart a little, and we aren't going to use grass because we want something different. So let's go and pick some not dirt, what is it called? Coarse dirt. That's what we want. Just got that look that we want. Then we're going to add some right here. And right there. And I don't actually know how well this blending is going to work, because I've never actually done this before. So it's, again, first try with you guys. So just bear with me. Let's see what we can get out to. Okay, then we're going to bring some of this in a little. As if the road is kind of wearing away on the sides. If it's as if oh my goodness, as if it has been traveled a lot. That's just the general idea. Then we're gonna add some stuff right here, and then we're gonna look around. So this is a little difficult to see because I chose this wood right here just totally by random, and that kind of makes it a little difficult to like, because this is like really similar to that. I wasn't thinking about that at all. But actually, it is not that bad. Let's do this. Okay, so this is kind of that I'm trying to blend it in with our blocks out here to the side. Let's add this right here. Let's add one more right there. There we go. And I think that this actually looks pretty nice. And then just think, if we had grass right here, it kind of would blend in better. But since it's like our little areas, it's not the best. Now the one thing is I kind of want to find a spot where I can tie a little more of this into. Just to bring it like that. And then right here at the bottom, we'll do the same. Try to make it even a little. And then let's do this right here. Put a brick. Actually, let's do this. There we go. And that looks pretty good. I'll finish the rest of that up and then show you guys off camera. So let's put all of these back in here. I'm going to stick with these 2 blocks. Now we're going to go on to our second road design. And again, I'm just going to use blocks that are similar to each other in color, and just pretty much that's all I use to decide. It's just blocks that were similar in color. And again, we're just going to start this road. I'm just going to start by just placing this first block just at random all over the place. I do know the area of the road that I want to cover though, so that makes it a little easier because I know it's going to be 5 wide. I'm just going to keep placing this block here and there, and then I'm just going to bring it out to here, but again, we'll stop about there and I'll finish the rest off camera. Then we're just going to switch to our second block and just start placing this one at random. Just back and forth all over the place, just wherever. Like, we don't want it too close together, but we don't want it too far apart. Actually, not right there. And then we're going to go over here. Now this road would probably not be the best if we didn't have a block like this tough or polished andesite to break it up a little, because it adds a little more texture. As these 2 blocks really have a bland texture, so it's nice when you have this busy block with all these different little pixels all over it. It really helps bring everything together. We're just going to be placing this everywhere. Put that right there. And now we're going to come back, and it's still, there's so much extra space, so we'll see if this can tie everything together, or if we should have gone a little heavier on something else. Let's go here. And then you still have all these empty spots. Now we're just going to go through, see what's not there, and put it here. I will see what blocks like aren't in the general area and kind of place it around. And sometimes I may just have areas that are a little heavy on a particular block, just cause. And then I'm just going to step back a second, see if I like it. I actually like this pathway. Now this pathway, I'm not going to do the same blending with this one, because this one, I don't know, I'd rather have it like this. I don't know, I may change my mind and end up doing it. I'll see. I'll do like one side or something. Okay, we're just going to go over here and just keep placing a few blocks here and there. And I am actually pretty happy with how this turned out. I probably could have gone a little heavier on the stone, but I think it's okay. And I think that's far enough. Oh yeah, that's definitely far enough. We went a little too far, but that's fine. Now, we're just going to try a little blending on this side. Then we're going to just bring some dirt off into here, see how we like that. Is it good? See, because you see how there's such a big contrast in color. Over here we can get away with it because it's relatively the same color. I don't know. I don't know how I like it. I don't know. We'll finish up the side and then see how we like it. Oh, here we go. And let's just add a little here and here. And let's then bring a few of these out to the sides. Okay, let's see. Do we like that on that side? I'm not really that big of a fan of it. Okay. This one, I'm not going to blend. So this one, we're just going to leave like this. Now I've got to figure out which blocks I had there and put them all back. Oop. Okay, now let's come over here. What do we want? We'll put this here. Right here, we'll put this. And again, I'm just choosing these blocks at random. Just how I gauge if what type of block I want right here is what blocks are in the immediate area, just here, here. So if I have like an andesite in this right here, in this block smooth stone, I'm probably not going to put either of these blocks right here. I'm most likely going to choose a tough block or a stone block. And again, right here, there's like no tough, so we'll put some tough right here, and then a stone right here. And, okay. Now we're finished with this street. And again, I'll finish it up off camera. And now let's go on to our last street. This is probably my favorite type of street to build. And I don't know, I like these darker colors. I really love these darker colors. So we're going to start with this Cobble deep slate. And we're actually going to use this one pretty heavily, because it's one of my favorite street blocks to use. So this one's probably going to be used a lot. Okay, and again, I'm just placing it here and there, just trying to get the balance that I want without using too little, without having it like overpower the road. See, something like that. We don't want something like that. And then we're just gonna put one more right there, and I think that is, yeah, that's definitely far enough. We'll go like halfway. All right, now let's just put in our next block. Then we're going to put in our smooth basalt. This smooth basalt actually really nicely goes with these blocks. I mean, look at that. That's actually pretty nice. And then we're going to have to add something right here. Let's do this. There we go. And I'm going to add in a few more stone bricks. Something like that. I don't know. I think the stone bricks would maybe look a little nicer if you had them like together in an area and stuff. I don't know. Or have it be like these blocks are kind of the broken down blocks of the street and stuff. And then I'm just going to add in a few of these blocks. These blocks I'm going to use very little of. And I think I'm going to choose, let's see, how are these sideways? I'm going to choose to flip these sideways. I like that look better. And then again, just add a few more up here. And I think that is pretty nice. Although you see how I have it, like it goes off in this direction again and again and again, and it's kind of a pattern. And in these types of streets, I don't really want a pattern, so we're gonna change this really quickly. Just break that, and then we'll just add in something like that. There we go. And that looks nice. And again, for this street, it is kind of a broken down street, so I'm actually gonna do some blending. But instead of using this coarse dirt, let's see if we can find it. What about soul sand? We want to try to find a different block to use. This is kind of like mud and stuff. I don't know. Let's keep looking. Soul sand. Okay, this would be really irritating if you use this in the survival world, though. I would not suggest doing that. Okay. How about one of these? No. Okay, I think I'm going to go with coarse dirt. I don't see any other blocks in here that I could really use. Maybe in here? No. Okay, we're going to go with coarse dirt. Let's just see how it looks. It doesn't look that bad. Alright, then we're just going to bring some stuff out to the sides like this. Put some stuff right here. Right there, put a stone brick. Actually, let's have it be like this, like it's withered, like it's breaking down and stuff. That's how I like this block. That's what it reminds me of, like a really worn piece of the road. Then we're gonna add something right here. There we go. All right, now let's just work on this corner really quickly. I like how that looks, and then we're gonna build the street out a little right here. And then, of course, we don't want to like have the street be too wide. So this is a little thick. Let's do something like that to break it up. Okay. Now, I'm going to add a few just blocks right here and here. And I think that that is pretty good. Okay. And, okay. I am going to now finish up the rest of these streets on off camera. And I'll show you guys what I've come up with. And, yep, well, that's what we're going to do. Alrighty, and see you in a second. Okay, so welcome back, everyone. for you guys, it's been like half a second maybe. Okay, so this is our first road. This is it finished. I wanted it to be weathered on the sides and all through the center, really coming apart, and just that's really I wanted for this road. And I wanted to use just these lighter colors. As you see, I've just got really just these 4 base blocks, and I worked in the what is it called, the coarse dirt. I worked that in, and I really wanted it to bring that weathered look, and I hope that's what we've achieved here. I hope. And then we're gonna move on to our second road. Our second road, I wanted it to be a stone path and not weathered, not really broken down. I wanted it to be a stone path. But I did not want it to be a stone path of repeating patterns. So I wanted it to just be blocks everywhere, but not too busy. I wanted all these blocks to seem like they fit, and I think we've achieved that to where we don't have these blocks just all over the place. We have them like they're balanced throughout the build. I didn't want, let's say, on this side a heavy amount of stone, and then on that side a heavy amount of tuff. I wanted it to be just balanced all the way through, and I think that we have achieved that pretty well. Now we're going to move on to our last street. And for this street, I wanted it to be a really weathered street, a really old street, or a street that's just coming apart. As you see, we've got just blocks of dirt just everywhere. It's falling apart on all sides. It's really weathered, and I really wanted this street to be like that. So that was the goal that I was going for. As you see, I have dirt coming in at all different sides, at all different spots, and then just holes in the center of the street, and that I wanted the street like it's coming apart, like the plates are shifting to the sides. That was the goal. And I hope that we have got that. In this street, though, we have a little sort of I tried to work a little balance in. So as you see, we have these stone bricks. I wanted them to be like clustered together whenever we have stone bricks. Like you see right here how we've got these 4 stone bricks. Of course, they aren't actually touching, but you can kind of see how like where those 2 dirt blocks are, those are the like destroyed stone brick areas, and you just got to think of it like that. And hopefully you think of it like that. And then again, we've got some stone bricks up at the corner, and then I've got a few stone bricks here and there, but other than that, I think I've got it pretty well together. And then again, the other 2 main blocks that I used was the smooth basalt and what is it called? Cobble deep slate. And cobble deep slate I used a lot. And it's one of my favorite street blocks. And then the smooth basalt looks really nice because it's like a weathered dark roadway. It's really nice. And then I just sprinkled in a few actual pieces of deep slate, like right here. There's an actual piece of deep slate, and I just sprinkled those in here and there. So let's just take one more look at all 3 of our streets. We've got the darker street, this lighter street right here. Really defined. I wanted it to be just like a normal brick path. Well, not a brick path, a stone path. That's what I'm thinking of. And then right here, just our lighter street. Of course, these aren't like for cars and stuff. I mean, you could put cars on them if you want, but I was thinking more of just like walking paths through small little villages or something like that. If you just that was the idea for these streets, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And thank you so much for coming along and building these streets with me. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you really enjoyed the video. And you may just be wondering, why am I just building some random things? Well, this is just my Just Build series, so literally we can cover anything that we want. Just every episode, unless I say otherwise. Pretty much just don't have anything to do with each other, except though we may end up start using these things in, like, if I start doing a mini series and like building particular things, like we will definitely probably come back to some of our older just random builds. Like if I need a road for whatever reason in the future, I don't know why, but I've got now 3 little cute road designs right here for like if I need a road through a little village and something. So that is why I am just randomly choosing some things to build, because some of them they may actually be useful in a future episode. So that's my justification for why I just build these random things. Also, it is really fun just to like bring you guys along and just build whatever comes to my mind next. And I really hope you guys enjoy all of these just random builds, and I hope that you guys find some inspiration, or some of them are useful, and other ones I hope you guys just are entertained by them. And yeah, well, that's it. So thank you so much for watching the video. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because if you don't, you may get ghosted.